Hey, Boro Biker here. Just wanted to show you I'm going to get some new tires for the CRF 230L. And I'm using my jack this time. And I'll run through this a little bit. I think I have another video posted up there for the jack. I've already taken the tire off. I'm going to explain to you what you need to do here. It's not really that difficult to do. In the back, you have a bolt. I think it's a, let me check the 24 millimeter. What I use to take that off is this nice little breaker bar with a 24 millimeter socket. No trouble taking that off with the leverage. And what you're looking at when the tire's on is you have a bolt here that screws into the axle. And then you have, this is how to adjust the chain. You move this around and it moves it back and forth. Of course, I have it off and it's all the way forward right now. As you can see, it slides through here. And also, when you do take the tire off, there's a spacer. Now this spacer, I can't show you right now, fits back in here behind the chain inside the wheel. It was very easy once I got everything loosened up for that chain to come off. This particular chain on this bike doesn't have a master link, so I couldn't take the master link off, but the chain had no problem coming off. Now this is the clutch side, or the chain side you could call it, and that's what you do there. Let's move over to the brake side. And what I did here, as you can see on the 230L, this is the axle, and it also has another adjuster here, and this bolt is like part of the axle. So what you do is you go to the other side and pound the axle out, just slip this out and the tire comes out. It also has another spacer here, just like the other side. You can see that in there a little bit. Now that spacer you can see a little bit better. It goes right in here. Now the reason I had the tire all the way off, and I was going to take the front tire off, but with my particular jack, the cheapy jack, I can't get the front tire off the ground enough. And I don't think that jack is going to balance with no tires on the bike. So what I'm going to do, when my tires do come in, which I bought from a local shop here in town, I'm going to take the rear tire off, go in and have that tire put on the wheel, bring that back, put the back tire and wheel back on, and then I can take the front off. Another thing you want to watch for is the brake caliper. This has a little sliding mechanism here, which is kind of neat. A great design feature that Honda put in here. I'm going to try to get in there with my hand. Right here, there's a little slot, and this whole system just slips right in there. I don't know, it's kind of hard to show that, but it's really easy to take off. You don't have to do anything, disconnect any bolts or anything other than sliding it back into that thing. And what I did, I took a bungee cord and hung it up on the bike just to keep that caliper and everything basically in the right position. You don't want to have it hanging down. I think that covers just about everything on the bike. I'm going to have them. I thought about changing out the tires myself, but I don't think I want to go there at this point. The local shop is real reasonable. If you buy tires there, they're going to charge like $25 to put a tire on. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the rear tire put on first, bring that home, put it on the bike, and then I'll be able to get the front off. Now the front, I haven't done it yet, but the front, there's two bolts, one here, one there. You just disconnect those, and that whole caliper unit slides off the disc. And then you just unscrew the axle from the other side right here and pull it right out. So that's going to be pretty easy too. So anyway, that's a CRF 230 with my jack. I guess the only drawback with that jack is you can only really work with one side at a time, but it's cheap and it won't be that big of a problem. So there you have it, CRF 230L biker Boro Biker here. One of these I'm going to do a video on my my Harley. This is 2001 Electric Glide. This bike is like riding in a lazy boy. Had it out yesterday. It's been beautiful here. No real modifications on this thing. I did have another stage put on the carburetor, which increased the horsepower, rejetted, and did some things there with that. I did install my own radio, and of course the speakers are in the fairing. That's an aftermarket radio, a Sony. Works pretty good, and you see I have a USB flash drive in there, which is kind of neat, and it sounds real good. I play you a song, but it would probably violate the YouTube video thing. So that's it for Boro Biker here. CRF 230 tire change out. If you got any questions, let me know. Or if I'm doing something wrong, let me know that too, because I'm not an expert, but I want to get those tires changed out. I bought Kenda K270s, which seem to get pretty good reviews. These Bridgestones are terrible. These are the trail wings, or what they call the death wings. They're getting pretty worn down. They're terrible in mud. You just slide all over the place. So I'm going to try out the Kendas and see how that goes. And signing out for now, Boro Biker. Ride safe.